Hi, I'm Kai Robinson with ProRank Business Solutions, and in this session, we're going to review the ProRank Academy sign-up process. We're going to discuss how to navigate the PennDOT Mentor-Protege rooms for potential prime mentors. We'll talk about how to navigate the PennDOT Mentor-Protege program rooms for retired mentors. We'll discuss using breadcrumbs to navigate the Mentor-Protege room hierarchies. We'll talk about making connections and sending messages to members of Mentor-Protege rooms. And we'll close out with some tips for viewing protege profiles. So let's get started. The first major point that we would like to make is that mentors do not complete the MPP questionnaire at mppsurvey.com. They sign up here at ProRankAcademy.com, and then they simply update their ProRank Academy profiles. So we'll start with an overview of how to access ProRank Academy from a brand new search window. This is Google, but all search browsers have an address bar and a search bar. Make sure that you're using the address bar, which is the bar here on top, when you are entering ProRankAcademy.com. Then you can just hit enter or return or go from your browser, and you'll be brought here to the correct website, which is actually a mask for learn.prorankllc.com. The home page looks like this. Now that we've arrived at ProRank Academy, let's briefly discuss our sign-up options. First, let's take a look at the membership levels for ProRankAcademy.com. To the top left, you'll see the public membership level, which says public sign-up. This access level is free for all users and will allow you to access most courses and rooms on the site. This membership does not include organizational sub-accounts or a custom group room. Anyone can complete the form to get started. The next membership level that you see here is the DBE/DB membership level. This access level is a paid membership level that is available at no cost to certified PAUCP DBEs and other specifically certified diverse businesses due to various contracts that ProRank currently holds with PennDOT. If you have any small, diverse, or disadvantaged business certifications with any of the following organizations: the Pennsylvania Unified Certification Program, the National Minority Supplier Development Council, or Eastern Minority Supplier Development Council, NMSDC or EMSDC, the Department of Veteran Affairs, WeBank, or SBA, then you can receive a coupon code that will allow your organization to bypass the annual cost for this membership level just by clicking on the sublink and completing the annual needs assessment here. After you complete the needs assessment, you will be emailed your coupon code, of which you can then come back, complete this form, which is similar to the public form, but then make sure you come down to the I have a coupon and enter in your coupon code here. The Enhanced Diverse Business Membership level comes with 10 sub-accounts and the ability to have a company group room with real-time reporting of group member activity. Next is the Basic Business Membership level. This is a paid membership level that comes with 5 sub-accounts and the ability to have a company group room with real-time reporting. Under that, you'll see the Premium membership level, which comes with 10 sub-accounts and the ability to have a company group room with real-time reporting. The premium is equal to the DBE/DB sign-up membership level. Difference being, if you are a certified DBE in another state except for Pennsylvania, or you have another acceptable diverse business certification, then you can sign up for this membership level on a paid annual basis. So as you can see, the primary difference between the membership levels are the sub-accounts. And sub-accounts allow one person to manage all organizational users. They also ensure uniform company branding as well as the proper employee contact options for your organization. Any of the paid membership levels allow you to create PRA user sub-accounts that are associated with your organizations in seconds. Once your company primary point of contact creates their ProRank Academy profile, key company information and elements like the company banner can be shared with any employee sub-account in seconds. The fastest way to sign up as a public member, which is the free level for anybody that wants to use ProRank Academy, or to sign in with an existing user account, will be to use our social sign-on options down here below. And we'll just use Google for an example, and let's walk you through how they work. I'm going to click on Google. Now, in the first scenario, we are going to walk through the process as somebody just signing up for the first time, somebody that does not have an email on file with ProRank Academy. And when you select the Google account that you would like to create your profile with, you'll see that you're asked to please select the user type that most accurately describes you below. Now, this is a telltale sign that you are about to create a brand new user in ProRank Academy. Okay, and I want you to make a mental note of this for later. So what we're going to do to select our profile type is click on this drop down. Now, if we're a retired mentor that has been approved by APC or ACEC, then we're going to make sure we come down here and select the individual user type. The individual user type for retired mentors. If we happen to be a prime mentor that's seeking to win a PennDOT project that has the Mentor-Protege provisions on it, then we're going to be selecting from one of 4 user types, okay? Either diverse business owner, diverse business employee, or non-diverse owned business employee, non-diverse business owner. You're going to be selecting from one of those 4 user types, okay? So for this example, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and select individual to move forward. And I'm going to click on finish sign up. And you'll see that I have my user created here. Now, what I want to drive home is that you are able to change that email address that you just signed in with. Maybe you don't want to use that personal Gmail address or that personal LinkedIn or Facebook email address that is associated with your account now, because maybe that's a personal email, but you just wanted to create a user quickly. If that's the case, just come over to the Social Sign-On tab and click on this tab here. Now you'll be shown the primary email address that you just signed up with, okay, that you just created this profile with. And maybe this is a personal email and this is a work profile, and you don't want your personal email for your work profile, or you don't want the information at least to go to your personal email for your work profile. So what you can do is you can click on this primary email tab and you will be able to come here and change out your email address. Now, the one thing you are going to have to do is update your password first. And in order to do that, you're going to have to come to the welcome email that you received from Welcome to ProRank Academy. It'll come from this email address and it'll say, click here to reset your password now, right? And you'll go there, you'll reset your password. And then once you log in, you can just come here, click on Social Sign-On, and you can again change that email address to whatever it needs to be. All right, now that you have your password reset. So these social icons can also be used to log in, and you have to be very careful that you are not asked that question when coming in if you already think you have an account or you're already supposed to have an account that you're logging in with. You see how we weren't asked any questions, we were just brought straight into this existing account? That's a different process than before when it stopped us and asked us to select a user type. If you are being asked to select a user type, just know that you're creating a brand new user, and what you might want to do is just go here and consolidate login options, because we were to just come in here and now if we logged in with a personal email, and it's still going to open up that profile, but you'll see that our primary email address still is not that email. So we won't get any communications to our personal. All communications will go here to our work email, the primary. All right. So we did this so that you don't create multiple users. And if you need to have multiple users, say you have multiple companies, then we do have this multi-account feature that we have more information about in other sessions. And in previous discussions, we discussed how mentors make themselves mentors, and that's simply by editing their profiles. So if you just go to profile, from your main profile tab, when you log in, and just click on this edit button, just answering these questions are what make somebody a potential mentor, and the way they answer these questions. So one of the first primary decisions is the user type, and like we said, retired mentors are going to be individuals, and prime mentors are going to be one of 4 types: diverse business owners, diverse business employees, non-diverse business employees, non-diverse business owners. And that makes a difference, because individuals are asked a different track of questions, and they actually see different groups for the Mentor-Protege program than prime mentors. And we got into that in other sessions, so just want to drive home on that now. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come sign out. So what we want to do for now is let's come back in as another profile that we've already created under a different email address, right? So it's a whole different user, and this user is already set up as a mentor organization. They are a company. Sample Co is the name of their company. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to navigate the PennDOT Mentor-Protege rooms for mentors. And let's go ahead and jump in here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to come up here to activity feed. We're going to hover on this activity feed option, but instead of clicking it, we're going to come down and click on group rooms instead. We're going to click on the group rooms submenu option. Then what we're going to do is come down to this filter where it says all types, and we're going to click on Mentor-Protege rooms. Now again, the reason that we're seeing these Mentor-Protege rooms is because in a previous session, we showed you how by editing your profile and selecting your profile options, it's automatically going to add you into the proper Mentor-Protege rooms. So the first step will be to edit your profile as we show you in other sessions. And then when you just come here to your group rooms page and you filter your Mentor-Protege rooms, now you're going to see these options if you have been added to the consultant cohort, and if you are a prime mentor as opposed to an individual. We came back in with a different user who is a prime mentor, not a retired individual, and that makes a difference in what you see, because prime mentors are only going to see the tier 3 MPP consultant rooms of the tier room. Everybody sees, all mentors see their respective PennDOT Mentor-Protege program rooms. And then based on which cohort you're in, you're either going to see the consultant Mentor-Protege room and underutilized consultant pool, or you're going to see the contractor Mentor-Protege room and underutilized contractor pool. And then you'll see tier 3, either MPP contractor room or consultant room, depending on your cohort. Everybody sees tier 3, all mentors, but retired individual mentors will see tier 2 as well. prime organizational mentors will only see Tier 3. Tier 3 is the pool of proteges that are available and eligible to be partnered on PennDOT projects. Okay, that's going to come from your Tier 3 pool. And all of these are nested within the PennDOT Mentor-Protege room, being the highest level in the hierarchy, and the Tier 3 MPP consultant room and the underutilized consultant pools being inside of the consultant mentor protege room. And this is inside of the PennDOT mentor protege room. The contractor cohort has the exact same logic to the group room structure. All right, so let's take a look at how that works, and let's take a look at how to navigate that using breadcrumbs. First, let's discuss the purpose of becoming a potential prime mentor. This process will allow those seeking to win PennDOT projects that have MPP provisions the ability to see, review, and connect the potential pool of proteges that can be utilized for the MPP provisions. The reason you are considered a potential mentor is because as a private company, until you are awarded a PennDOT project that has the MPP provisions on it, you are not technically a mentor in the PennDOT Mentor Protege program. Now let's navigate the group rooms page to filter the room types by the Mentor Protege rooms. Let's make special note of the Tier 3 room and start there. The Tier 3 rooms for both contractors and consultants are where you will find all of the potential proteges who are ready to partner on a PennDOT project. All consultant Tier 3 firms will be PennDOT Business Partner registered and qualified, and all Tier 3 contractors will be at least Business Partner registered and have experience with their work classification that they're seeking pre-qualification assistance in. Underutilized rooms for both contractors and consultants are where you can go to determine which of the Tier 3 firms are considered underutilized per the last disparity study. And you can try to ensure that you're actually helping PennDOT serve the purpose of this program, which is to use more underutilized DBEs. The additional rooms you see, like the PennDOT Mentor Protege rooms and the Construction and Consultant MPP rooms, will hold discussions and documents that are applicable to broader groups of program stakeholders. Now let's take a look at our individual retired mentor profile again. And again, we'll go to activity feed, we'll hover group rooms, and we'll filter room types by mentor protege rooms. And we'll see here for our retired individual mentor, we again see those 4 rooms, the primary rooms. Then they'll also see the Tier 2 MPP room. And that's really the primary difference, is that retired mentors, everything else will work the same as far as navigation, the program, but the retired individual mentors have access to assist Tier 2 firms as well, where the prime mentors will only have access to Tier 3 firms, which are those firms that are actually ready to work on PennDOT projects. Now, we also want to show you the main PennDOT Mentor Protege program room is going to be great for discussions that are across the program or for all stakeholders. So if you click on the discussions tab, you can come here, ask questions directly to PennDOT that will create a live FAQ. Also ask other questions in these different discussions. So you'll see here, if we click on MPP program open Q&A, you see here where questions were asked and PennDOT responded. Please ask questions in these discussion forums and come read the discussion forums. Also utilize the documents. There's program documents here, so you might have questions about how the program is going to work. We have sample MPP MOUs, which will spell out the program. We have the MPP program guides, which will spell out the program. You can download the entire folder of documents, or you can click inside of the folder and there'll be individual PDFs in there. So this is how you use these rooms. And again, the breadcrumbs that you saw are how we're navigating through subgroups. These rooms have hierarchies. They're all inside of the big MPP PennDOT Mentor-Protege room. And if we go to subgroups, then because we are signed in as this individual, we'll see what this individual sees. And because they're in the consultant cohort, we go back to our profile, then we would see that they selected ACEC. Yes, we are approved by ACEC. We want to be a mentor. That's what's doing that. An individual. Now, what I'm going to do is let's go back in as our prime mentor and let's look at what her profile says. Consultant. Interested in participating in the MPP. We want to be a mentor. And because she's a consultant up here as an organizational type, that's why she is in the consultant cohort. If she was a contractor up here as an organizational type and she had the exact same answers, she would be a mentor in the contractor cohort. And it can change at any time. Do you see what the answers are now? If we just go back to our group rooms, and we showed you this in another video, and we were to actually leave any of those MPP group rooms, then it would delete our interest in the MPP program. And we would have to go back into our profile and select those options again. We showed you that in another session. What we do want to show you also is, let's go back to all types of rooms. And just want to show you what these room types mean, because we have 3 types of rooms. We have public rooms, which anyone can join anytime. They'll just have a join group because anybody can join the group at any time by clicking on that join group. This is how you know that this is a public room. And you see how it says public here? The next type of group that we have is a private room. Users have to request access to join private rooms. You may or may not be admitted into the room, but the other way to join private rooms is just to update your profile or to answer surveys, and you'll automatically be put into the correct rooms based on the answers that you provide on your profile. The join group is public, and the request access means that it is private. And the third type of group is actually hidden, which you can't request access to, and you can't even see unless you are a member of the group. And the only way to get access to those is by updating your profile or answering a survey, providing some kind of information, or just being a member of a certain organization that has a group room that when your sub account is created, you're automatically put into that organization's hidden group room. And again, like we said, the Mentor-Protege rooms are hidden, most of them. You'll see one is private, but then you see hidden. This means if we leave these rooms, if we click on this leave group, then we're not going to be able to just see the room and request access. We would need to go back and update the options on our profile that would change automatically when we leave any of these rooms. All right, let's test it out. Leave group. Are you sure you want to leave the group? All right, confirm, and then refresh. Now that group is going to go away. I'm not going to see that group anymore because I left it. See that? It's invisible to me now. And I would have to change my profile option back to be able to see that group again. And that would go for any of those groups. if I leave them, because you'll see my profile option now will be, are you interested in participating in the Mentor-Protege program? It got automatically switched to no. And if I just switch that back to yes, then this should kick back in. All of that should kick back in. Let's give it a shot. And remember, it's asking me these questions in this manner because I am an organization. I'm not an individual. If I just say yes, see my options are still turned on there. And I'm just going to save. Probably get some pro bucks for rejoining that group. And let's go back to my activity feed. Let's go back to group rooms directly from this page. And now I should have 4 again when I go back and look at Mentor-Protege rooms. Be aware that there are 3 levels to group rooms. There are public rooms that you can just join. There are private rooms of which you have to request access or be added through updating your profile some way or completing a survey. And then there's hidden rooms of which you can't request access to. You have to just update your profile or complete a survey or a needs assessment, and you'll automatically be put into the room with the information or the individuals that would satisfy the need or the question or the resource that we believe will be helpful for you. Now let's discuss making connections and sending messages in group rooms. And if we just go here to the tier 3 room and start there, we want to understand group nesting because it's very important. The tier 3 room is where you would be making connections with potential proteges that are ready to work on job. And so again, you see our tier 3 room, consultant room, is nested inside of our consultant mentor protege room. I can get back out to the bigger room by just clicking on that link, that breadcrumb right there. And the consultant mentor protege room is inside of the PennDOT mentor protege room. I can get to this room by clicking now on this breadcrumb link, as we see right here. And now we're back out to our top level room that's going to have the most members in it. And if we're talking about making connections, we want to understand that the top level MPP room might be the best if you're looking to make connections with a wide variety of MPP program administrative stakeholders. It's going to have all of your program admins for the MPP program. It's going to have all of your potential mentors for the MPP program, or at least all the people that are interested in being potential mentors. It's going to have all of your potential proteges. And this is going to be across cohorts and across tiers. They're all combined here in one spot. And that's the purpose of the rooms. So when you drill down into the rooms, you're starting to get more specific and separate people into their specific cohorts, into their specific tiers, and what have you. But if you're just trying to make connections with folks, then this might be a good place to come to do it. Now you can send anybody a message that you already have a connection with by clicking on this send message icon. But before you can send them a message, you must first send a request by clicking on that connect icon, and then you'll see a request. And once that person accepts your request, then you'll see that check mark for the connection, and then you'll have the ability to message them directly. And you can learn more about anybody just by clicking on their profile and viewing their profile. You don't need a connection with most people to view their profile unless they set their profile that way. You can learn more about them, their organization, and what they do by just visiting their profile. Sometimes their profile will have documents on it, forums, timelines, videos, and other information. A contact me, photos, so you can see more about that individual and learn more about them just by clicking on their profile. And you can also cancel a connection request at any time by just clicking on that icon again, and it'll turn back to a plus button. Now, you want to also be mindful of the room member type that you're communicating with. MPP rooms have 3 member types, We have program administrators. These are the folks that are actually running the Mentor-Protege program or overseeing the Mentor-Protege program. And you'll have these program admins at all levels of your rooms. Next, we have potential mentors. These are folks that are seeking to help proteges or partner with proteges. They're seeking to mentor the proteges. So these are also DBE companies as well. So be mindful when you're seeking connection requests or when you're communicating with folks who they are in the program. And then you'll see potential proteges listed below, and it'll say potential proteges. And all of these folks are potential proteges. And again, because we are in the main room, we are not seeing these proteges separated. Go to this page over, we'll see more potential proteges. We're not seeing these potential proteges separated by cohort or by tier. So again, make sure you're mindful of the type of member in that room they are, and make sure you're not asking a program admin to be your protege, or even another mentor to be your protege. Now let's talk about viewing potential protege profiles. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to go to subgroups. And again, we're in the main room right now, but I'm just going to go down the waterfall of subgroups. I'm going to go into the consultant mentor protege room, which again, that breaks down into its own subgroups. And we're going from general to specific. And these are the program admins involved with the consultant mentor cohort. And these are the potential mentors for the consultant cohort. These are potential proteges for the consultant cohort. But we still haven't gotten into the different tiers. Still haven't looked at the tiers. These are all potential proteges for the consultant cohort. If you want to see the ones that are ready to work on a PennDOT project, then you still want to go down to your subgroups option here, and now you're seeing your tier 3 MPP consultant room and your underutilized consultant room. And like we said before, our tier 3 rooms are where you go to see proteges that are ready to work on PennDOT projects. The underutilized consultant pool is where you go to see which of these tier 3 firms are actually designated underutilized per the MPP program. So that's really the purpose and intent of the program, is trying to help as many firms that are also not only tier 3 but are also underutilized. So let's take a look at the tier 3 MPP consultant room, and let's talk about some tips for partnering with potential proteges. And again, we want to make sure that we're not looking at program admins and we're not looking at other potential mentors, but when we want to view potential proteges, that we're down here in the potential protege section for the tier 3 room. These are all of our potential proteges that are ready to work on a consulting advertisement right now. And let's take a look at one of our underutilized firms. Then we could come to Shane's profile and we could start to read the different information. These are his services that he provides or he specializes in, telling us why his organization is unique. This is his contact information. And this, I want to draw attention to, is yes, our company has a capability statement uploaded. Because he has a company capability statement uploaded, his profile has a link directly to that capability statement, which if you just click on that, you can then come view to learn more about his company. See his Nexus codes, certifications, link to his company website. And what we can do is come back to his profile. We click back, we're right back in the room, come right back down to the bottom of the page, and we can look at other firms that might have uploaded their information. You can go through and view these different proteges and just kind of vet them. And then, what you also would want to do is send a connection request. Make a connection with them if you're interested, and then you can communicate with them. You can also make that connection directly from their profile when you're viewing their profile, just by simply clicking on this connect button. This is another underutilized consultant, tier 3, ready to work. John J. Clark. View his capability statement. Again, these are just tips for viewing different potential proteges. And I'll give you one final tip in closing as a mentor. What you want to do is when you find the projects that you're going after for the program that have the provisions, then you want to come up here and put a solicitation on the jobs and projects poster. You can come up here to the jobs and projects poster. You can kind of see what's coming up, you know, what the planned projects are that are going to have MPP provisions on them. But if you know that you're going to go after one of these, then you can actually come here, create a new job or project, and then you can create your solicitation that is specifically looking for subs or potential tier 3 proteges. You would just select project and just create your solicitation. And you can post it, save draft, click preview, you can post it. We have videos that will walk you through how to post a job or a project. You can see that right here on your home profile on the right hand side. You'll see some videos here how to post jobs or projects. Click on that and this will walk you through.
Welcome to ProRank Academy.
Exactly how it's done. We want to close in saying, if you have any questions about any of the information that we covered today, please feel free to contact us at 855-776-7265, extension 801, or send an email to mpp@prorankllc.com with any additional questions. Thanks for viewing today's session. We hope that this was helpful.